Hello, today I'm going to show you how to do the column addition method. So first of all, I'm going to start off with my numbers, which is 142,365 add 39,243. So first of all, I need to make sure that I get all of my digits in the correct columns so that my calculation is right. So I'm going to start with 142,365 add 39,243. So the first calculation that I need to do is 5 plus 3, which is 8. The next calculation I need to do is 6 plus 4, which is 10. So I put my 0 in here and I have to carry my 1 underneath. The next calculation that I need to do is 3 plus 2, which is 5, adding my 1 here, which makes that 6. Next one is 2 plus 9, which is 11, so 1 there and the 1 underneath. 4 plus 3, add my 1, makes that 8. And then 1 plus nothing, as that column's empty, is 1. So my answer is 181,608. The same principles apply if we're adding more than 2 digits together, 2 different separate numbers together. So first of all, I'm going to again make sure all of my numbers are in the right columns. So I'm going to start with 48,216, add 37,452, add 11,367. As you can see, all of my numbers are in the correct columns. So I need to do 6 plus 2 plus 7, which is 15. So my 5 goes in there and I carry my 1 underneath. 1 plus 5 plus 6, add my 1 from there, is 13. Carry my 1 on over. 2 plus 4 plus 3, add my 1 from underneath, which is 10. Carry the 1. 8 plus 7 plus 1, add my 1 from underneath, makes that 17. Again, carrying my 1. 4 plus 3 plus 1 and my 1 underneath makes the answer of 9. So my answer is 97,035. I'm just going to quickly show you how we would add decimals. Again, we need to make sure that all of our numbers are in the correct column, not forgetting our decimal point. So I'm going to start with 23.3 plus 16.48. You see they're all in the correct column. Over here, I can add a 0 in here as my placeholder. So the calculation that I need to do is 8 plus 0 is 8. 3 plus 4 is 7. I need to make sure that I'm adding my decimal point in here. 3 plus 6 is 9. 2 plus 1 is 3. So my answer is 39.78.
So today we'll be looking at subtraction. When subtracting, it's really important that we line our digits up into the correct column. So if we look at our first calculation, we have 45,288 subtract 24,632. Remember, we always start in our ones column. 8 subtract 2 is 6. 8 subtract 3 is 5. Now 2 subtract 6, we can't do that as 2 is a smaller digit than 6. So we will decompose, we'll go to our next column, which is our thousands column, and we will decompose that, and that will become 4, and this will become 12. We've put that into our next column. So 12 subtract 6 would be 6. 4 subtract 4 would be 0. And 4 subtract 2 would be 2. So our answer would be 20,656. The same rules apply when subtracting with numbers that have decimals. So I've used money as an example here. I would remember to put my bigger value, my bigger number on top all the time when subtracting. And remember to line up my digits correctly. So £10.25 or 10.25, and £9.24, 9.24. And the same rules apply. We start in our ones column. 5 subtracts 4 would be 1. 2 subtract 2 would be 0. Don't forget to put our decimal point. 0 subtract 9, we can't do it because 0 is smaller than 9. So we decompose to have 10 subtract 9, which is 1. And obviously 0 subtract 0 is 0. So our answer would be £1 and 1p.
Today we're going to be looking at short multiplication, and we're going to be looking at multiplying 658 times by 8. You need to lay out your numbers like this. We then start from the ones column and we multiply 8 by 8, which is 64. We'll put our 4 ones and carry our 6 underneath. Then we're going to move along to the tens column and we're going to multiply 5 by 8. 5 by 8 is 40, but don't forget to add your 6 underneath, which is 46. Then we're going to look at multiplying 6 by 8. 6 times 8 is 48, plus the 4, which is 52. So your answer to 658 multiplied by 8 is 5,264. Today we're going to be looking at long multiplication. Long multiplication is when you multiply any number by a 2-digit number. Today we're looking at 124 multiplied by 26. This is how you lay it out. 124 multiplied by 26. We're going to start in our ones column and multiply 124 by 6. So 4 times 6 is 24. We're going to put 4 here and then carry our 2. 2 times 6 is 12. Add 2 is 14. 4, carry our 1. 1 times 6 is 6. Add the 1 is 7. Don't forget to cross out the numbers that you have carried so you don't get confused. So 124 multiplied by 6 is 744. Now we're going to move on to multiply 124 by 20. It's very important that you remember to put your placeholder in here, because now we are multiplying by the tens column. So 4 times 2 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. 1 times 2 is 2. Well done. You have now multiplied 124 by 6 and 124 by 20. There is one last step. You need to add these two numbers together. 4 and 0 is 4. 4 plus 8 is 12. 2, carry your 1. 7 and 4 is 11. Add your 1 is 12. 2, carry your 1. And 0 plus 2 is 2 plus 1 is 3. Your answer to 124 multiplied by 26 is 3,224.
Today I'm going to be helping you solve division calculations using a short written method. Some people call this the bus stop method. So, our question. is 5,648 divided by 4. Now, some people might be able to do this in their heads, but I can't. So I'm going to use a short written method. First, I'm going to draw my bus stop. Then I'm going to put my 4 here and 5, 6, 4, 8 here. So I've got my 5,648 divided by 4. So firstly, I'm going to see how many times 4 goes into 5. Now 4 goes into 5 once. And now this bit's important. You're left with one remainder. And you're going to put that remainder just here. Now that makes this 6 into a 16. So now, rather than 4 into 6, it's how many 4s go into 16. And if you know your 4 times table, you'll know that the answer is 4. So then the next one, 4s into 4, easy, 1. And then 4s into 8. Well, 4s go into 8 2 times. So 5,648 divided by 4 equals 1,412.